Hey guys, welcome to Learn Web API in 7 days course. In this video we are going to talk about Web API routing. So in Web API actually there are two types of routing. One is convention based routing and another one is attribute routing. So in this video we are going to talk about convention based routing. So in convention based routing, Web API uses a root template which is actually defined in one of its configuration classes, which we will have a look at it in few minutes. And the template actually determines which controller and action methods will be executed when a particular API call is placed. And in this type of routing, Web API actually uses at least one root template, and that root template actually is placed in root tables, and the API calls are handled according to this template, which is actually gets defined in the root template. So whenever API call comes in, that API call URI is matched to the defined root template, and that is done by using root table. So now let's have a look at how convention based routing is defined in Web API. So in Visual Studio I have this API configuration class here. So you can see here in this class a default routing mechanism is defined, which is configuration.routes.map HTTP routes, and a default name is given to these routes, and then a template is defined here which is API. We can change this to any API name we want, and this is the name of the controller. So this is actually a placeholder. Whatever controller you will be using, that will come at this placeholder place, and then you can use a parameter called id also with this root. So this is the default root defined here, but what we can do, we can define another root if we want. So we can just copy and paste this this portion of the root, and then we can define, and then we can give a different root, say my API root, and then I can say my API here, and then we can keep on using this root. So but the thing is, in convention based routing we can have only one root template defined. So if we want to use this one, then we have to remove this one. So this is how convention based routing is used in Web API. And in our next lecture we are going to work with Web API routing in detail. So this lecture was just introductory lecture for routing. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in next lecture.